Hi, my name is Beth Harding. I'm the Executive Director here at Nashville Community Education, and I also happen to be teaching a beginning Hatha Yoga Level 1 class that's starting next Tuesday at Wright Middle School. It's running till March 27th, last Tuesday of March, from 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. every night. So we thought we would give you guys a little bit of an extra tip. We know a lot of you are probably on your lunch break at work right now, or maybe you're taking home care of the kids and they're taking a nap and you're just exhausted. And so I came up with, or I'm going to show you a couple things that you can just do at your desk or in a chair at home that can help you feel a little bit more relaxed throughout the rest of your day, a little bit more limber. Especially if you're sitting all day, a lot of times your body starts to stiffen up. So this will just be like a little test of the yoga that you can come learn on Tuesday nights or through our other yoga classes in the program. So the first thing to think about when you're sitting down at your desk is actually the way you sit down. So the first thing we're going to do, and this is Imelda Alamia, our program coordinator, and Joshua Hill, our administrative services officer, and they're going to be our students today and help show off some things. So the first thing we're going to do is stand up, and you're actually going to just sort of stick your butt out and then sit down onto the chair. So you're going to be about halfway onto your chair, and then you sit back over. So that helps get your chest over your hips rather than sort of rounding forward. And you can actually even practice that at home, sitting when you round versus sitting when you stick your butt out and then back over it. So you're sitting up nice and tall, your feet are on the ground directly underneath your knees, and you're trying to get your knees out of your hips. So if you have one of those chairs at work that you can move up and down, try to get your knees directly out of your hips. So we'll just start with a few breathing exercises. One of the things that can happen throughout the day is you might get stressed and you might your nervous system might become elevated. So they've shown, scientists have shown that just a few minutes of breathing can help calm your nervous system and take you from that flight or fight stress into a more logical and reasonable thinking pattern. So we're just going to put our hands on our knees, begin to close your eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Start to inhale and exhale through your nose. And we'll start to add a count to these inhales and exhales. So you'll start to mentally count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And you would continue on like this until you started to feel yourself calm down, become centered in the room, start to forget about all the things that are going on around you. So once you've taken a few breaths like that, and for the sake of Instagram Live, you won't take as many as you might when you're sitting at your desk, we'll start a few seated chair sun salutations. So a sun salutation is also known as a vinyasa. It's just sort of gets you moving and breathing and building heat to allow you to stretch a little further into other poses. So we'll begin just by inhaling our arms up, still sitting up nice and tall. So bring your arms up. And then exhale, folding from your hips. Start to fold over your legs. Just letting your head relax. So taking an extra breath here, just letting your head relax, letting your back curve over your legs, giving yourself a back stretch. We're in these chairs, so if you're in a chair like this at work, you can actually grab the legs of the chairs, or you can just bring your hands to your knees and inhale at your chest forward. So you're actually bringing yourself to a flat back. If you can grab the edges of the chairs, you're just pulling your hands so that your chest comes forward. And then you'll exhale, fold back over your knees. And then on an inhale, if you can, you'll bring your hands out and up. We're a little close today, but you guys can bring your hands out and then up. And then exhale, just bringing your hands down. We'll start that again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Maybe you hold this for a couple breaths. But right now we're going to inhale, arms back up. And exhale, coming back to neutral spine. You do that ideally about 3 to 5 times until you're starting to feel a little bit looser. And then we're going to take this into a little twist. So you can either just start where you are, but we're going to bring our hands up to inhale our arms up. And then exhale, you're going to bring your right hand on the outside of your left knee and your left arm behind you. Now, if you're in like an office chair, you can just bring your hand to the outside of that chair. Here, we can either bring our hands to the outside of the metal chairs, inhale our chest up, and then exhale, twist to the left. You're trying to keep your hips and knees in line, so you're not moving from those, you're moving from your shoulders. If you have extra mobility, you can actually bring your hand behind you and try to grab the seat of your of the chair, so on the right side. Inhales, always bring your chest upwards, sitting up nice and tall, and then exhales, maybe you twist a little deeper. Taking a few deep breaths in and out of your nose. When you're twisted like this, it's a little harder to breathe into your belly, so you breathe into your back, into your sides, and your ribs. And then exhale, coming forward, letting go. Inhale, arms up, other side. Exhale, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Bring your right arm behind you. Inhaling your chest up, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, maybe you twist a little bit deeper. Maybe you bring your hand to the outside of the chair. And don't be surprised if one side is a lot different than the other. Some of us have a little bit of a scoliosis. Some of us answer the phone on the right side all the time, lean on the right side all the time. There's nothing wrong with any of those habits, but we do want to reach some balance. So if you notice yourself having those habits, or you notice one side's particularly tighter than the other, try to see what's causing that and just change things throughout the day. So pick up the phone with your left hand, or try not to sit on your right foot, which is definitely something I do all the time. Exhale, coming back to the forward. Great job. So now another thing that happens when you sit a lot all day is that your hips start to tighten up. And especially as you get older, you're going to start getting tight hips, which in turn usually hurts your low back or makes your mobility a little different. So we're going to do a little thing for your hips. You guys are going to bring your right knee in towards you. And then we're just going to set the left foot on top of the right foot on top of the left knee. You're going to try to get this knee to relax down, the right knee. Inhale your chest up. And then if you have some mobility, you can exhale, start to fold forward, but only until the point that you start to really feel some sensation in this right hip. Never feel any sensation in your knee. That's the important part. So you'll notice while we're sitting here breathing, I'll point this out, that we're all just wearing regular office clothes. It's Thursday, we wear jeans. And that's because you don't actually have to do any special yoga clothes or special yoga equipment to do yoga. All you have to have is your breath and an intention of focusing on your breath while you stretch, while you move, while you do anything throughout your day. And then exhale, we'll come back up. Setting your right foot down, switching sides. Left knee on top of right. Inhaling your chest forward. Exhale, folding forward if you have that, but only to the point that you're going to feel a little bit of sensation. We're seeking sensation and not pain. That's the important thing. Making sure that left knee relaxes down. If for some reason your left knee sticks up like this, you'll stay seated straight up, just trying to relax that knee down. Don't worry about the forward fold. And one more breath in. And exhale, bringing that leg down.